Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, my voice is still waking up. Good morning, guys. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's go ahead and get started. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, okay? Hopefully you guys got a chance to check out the video on yesterday that we put out, okay? Yes, hopefully y'all checked out the video on yesterday. I see you guys coming in. As you guys see, we have it on subscribers mode today. Yes, because we're trying to cut down on some of the BS that's been going on. I've been kind of keeping a close eye on some stuff. We have some trolls that be coming over and starting mess. So we're on subscribers mode today, okay? Because I'm kind of monitoring my page. So thank you guys for being here. Obviously, everyone in the building or everybody in the building is a subscriber. So I appreciate you guys being here, okay? Yes, go ahead and please hit that like as you enter, all right? Happy Monday to everyone here, okay? Happy Monday. I appreciate you guys coming over and supporting, okay? We have 114 in the building and 54 likes. Can we get the likes up some more, please? All right, let me do some good mornings right quick while we got a little bit of time. All right, so Deborah Johnson, Tawanda Claiborne, Joyce Big, and Green, Nikki P, is Chrissy Time, Laverne Wolford, Linda Gamble, and Prenticious, Lizzie Wheeler, Shirley Ann, Alice Dove, I'm sorry, Sheila Jackson, Betty Williams, Sherry McLean, Easter Williams, Mary Jackson, Gwendolyn Strickland, Mary Edmonds, Yolanda Adme, Sheena May, Gloria Williams, KBR, hi, woo woo, hi. Gwen Brown, all right, Dog Lady, Norma Chapman, Immaculate Davis, Artrell Palmer, Linda R, Yvette Herbert, Crystal Amos, ooh, y'all coming in quick. Wanda Burns, Sax Brazil, Shirley, I think I said Shirley Ann already, Succeeding 2, Rue Jones, Vernice Rankin, Shauna Mosley, Angie L, Rose Armstead, I think I said before, Phyllis Crawford, Rue Jones, Dark and Lovely, all right now. Angela Cuff, yes, I see y'all coming in. Yes. Good morning. Let's get started. We have celebrity news is first, okay? Celebrity news is first. Oh, Lord, I have a lot of topics this morning. I've just been pulling topics, as you guys can see. Oh, my God. We've been pulling topics, honey. We've been doing our homework over here so we can get you guys a great show and have some great topics to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. Now, my California residents, let me just go ahead and say, because I know I've seen a few of you guys in the comments say you guys are from California. Let me just say prayers to you guys. I hope that you guys are being safe. I know they're saying Tropical Storm Hillary is headed you guys' way. Yes. We are on, I see somebody says subscribers only mode. Yes. We had to do that, guys, because it's too much mess going on YouTube, and I want to keep the trolls out of here. We want to keep that type of traffic up out of here. Subscribers only mode. We grown over here. We are mature over here. I don't want the mess because people come over here and be trying to start some mess. I don't have time for that. So we are on subscribers only mode, okay? So prayers for California, all right? As you guys know, like I said, tropical storm Hillary, they're saying is hammering California with life-threatening floods, causing 911 outages, okay? All right, so they're saying Hurricane Hillary weakened into a tropical storm before making landfall, of course, into Mexico and moving up to San Diego and Los Angeles, bringing flash flooding and storm-forced winds, okay? Yeah, so y'all be careful. Oh my God, they're saying that tropical storm Hillary is hammering California with life-threatening floods after making landfall into Mexico on Sunday and making its way up to West Coast into the southern U.S. They're saying that the storm is the first tropical storm to hit California since Nora in 1997 and is causing chaos across Southern California, flooding streets and roads, downing power lines, and plunging homes into darkness. That's so sad. That's so sad. I did see that there were several deaths as related to this particular storm as well. You guys be safe. They're saying Los Angeles and San Diego are under tropical storm warnings, with official warning residents to shelter away from catastrophic and life-threatening flooding. All right. This sounds serious. Now they're saying in Palm Springs, officials revealed that the storm has knocked out its 911 emergency phone system on Sunday night, while 2 people had to be rescued from floodwaters in Ventura County. All right. Now they're saying that a search was initially underway for a 3rd person before officials said that there was no one else believed to be in the river. Oh my God. So y'all be careful. Now, you guys, they also had an earthquake in California as well, in addition to this. All right. They said as California begins bracing for the worst of the storm on Sunday afternoon, they said that a magnitude 5.1 earthquake also struck in Ventura County. All right. So they're saying Hurricane Hillary has weakened into a tropical storm before making its landfall into Baja California peninsula of Mexico on Sunday. So at least 1 person, they're saying, was killed unalived in the region after being swept away by flood waters. All right. So yeah, it's oh my God, it's so crazy. Y'all be safe. For those of you that live in that area. Okay. Somebody said they vacationed in San Diego last week. Y'all be careful. Okay. For those of you that live in that area, be careful and evacuate if you can, because I know sometimes people can't evacuate. It costs money to evacuate. So if you can, get the hell out of there, because we want all of you guys to be safe. Okay. Whoo, child. That's scary. That is so scary. All right, moving on, honey. Let's get into some funny news, honey, because I know I like to talk about some crazy stuff. Then we're gonna talk about some funny stuff. All right. So rapper Bootsy, honey, was seen in the airport turning down fans who wanted to take pictures with him. Okay. And he had the craziest reason as to why he did not want to take pictures. Okay. I said, oh my God, Bootsy, your ass is crazy out here, sir. Let's get to it. Oh, y'all, I'm still waking up too. So y'all, please forgive me this morning, child. Camille is still waking up. My voice and everything is still asleep. Give me a second. Let me pull it up here. I have like 1,000. I have like 1,000 damn topics that I want to talk about this morning, in addition to. Oh, child. Okay, here we go.
All right. Can we get a picture with you? I got a doodle right now. As soon as I do, you find me some tissue. You put a janitor there. Bro, I'll find you some tissue. Find me some tissue. I'm taking pictures with everybody. I got a shit. I can't take no picture right now, bro. All right. Can we get a picture with you? I got a doodle right now. As soon as I do, you find me some tissue. You put a janitor there. Bro, I'll find you some tissue. Find me some tissue. I'm taking pictures with everybody. I got a shit. I can't take no picture right now, bro.
Okay, I think that was a little TMI right there. Just say, look, this is not a great time. Come back later and we'll take a picture. Like, who just comes out and says that besides Bootsy? His ass is crazy. That is just a whole new level of just, y'all. He is a rapper. Somebody said, who is he? He is a rapper. He is so controversial. He's always saying stuff that's out of turn. And that was no different. He was in the airport and people recognized him and came up to him and was asking to take a picture with him. And his answer was he couldn't take a picture because he had to use the bathroom. I was like, there was another way you could have said that. That was kind of gross and kind of disrespectful. And people are like, okay, yeah, we're going to find you some tissue. Like, sir, that's giving too much. Okay, let's move on, child. I said that right there is giving too much. All right, that is giving too much. You could have said, listen, I gotta go, I gotta take a phone call or something. Like, not right now, not that. Bootsy, I want you to get it together, because it seems like you always find the craziest thing to say at the craziest moments. Like somebody said, Bootsy is always foolish. Always. All right. Move right along, child, because y'all know the other day I told you I'm trying to hit on different topics, okay, because I have a different type of audience with everybody. We have young people, we have older people, so we want to kind of touch on different topics that's going to, tickle everybody's fancy, all right? Rapper Gunplay that's his rapper name, has been arrested and charged with assault with a deadly weapon and false imprisonment, as well as child abuse. Now, his wife has decided to go ahead and file for divorce because she says, according to her, that he was playing PlayStation and it was too loud. She asked him to turn it down. He refused to turn it down. He got loud with her and pulled a pow pow on her while she was holding their 6-month-old child. So she called the police. He was arrested. This was in Miami. He is facing multiple charges, including assault with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, and child abuse. All right. Yes, for pointing a pow pow at his wife. I said, that's the craziest shit ever. Who would do that? Suppose the pow pow would have went off. All right. I said, sir. All right. So they're saying that rapper Gunplay was arrested in Miami. Says he's accused of pointing a pow pow at his wife while she was holding their 6-month-old baby. Law enforcement reports. They're saying that this allegedly happened after his wife told him to quiet down while he was playing the game. He is denying it, but that is what police reports are reporting on him. Now, he was actually on the show Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay. He made appearances on the show Love and Hip Hop Miami, and he was recently arrested for that. So his wife has now since decided to file for divorce after that. And thank God she did, because that was team too much. That could have been very catastrophic. That could have been very crazy. Let's show a picture of him. This is him. For those of you who don't know, if y'all watch Love and Hip Hop Miami, that is him. Okay. So yeah, he's where he needs to be because that's dangerous. All right. So yes, he has a bond of $5,000 for the false imprisonment, $1,000 bond for the battery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And then he also has the $5,000 bond for child abuse and with no great bodily harm. Okay. So y'all be careful. That was so, I don't know what to say about that. Look, somebody said, who is he? He's supposed to be like really a rapper, but he ain't really no like big name rapper. He's been on a lot of reality shows, one of which, like I said, is Love and Hip Hop Miami. So for those of you that watch that show, he will not be on there for quite some time because his ass is in jail for pulling a pow pow on his wife and 6-month-old child. All right. Moving on, honey. Oof, there's so much going on in the news, child. All right, so Sage Williams, you guys. Sage Williams, she is a newscaster, okay? Well, former sportscaster, rather. She talks about an incident that happened. Now, you guys know that Barbara Walters has passed away. She passed away in this past December, rather. She talks about how Barbara Walters assaulted her while backstage at the show The View, okay? She says that this 147-year-old woman, that sounds like some shit I would say, just tried to tackle me. She said Barbara Walters tried to tackle her, y'all. I said, oh, so she is talking about this incident, even though Barbara Walters has passed away. Let's talk about it. They're saying that Sage Steele, all right, the former sportscaster who recently left ESPN, is accusing the late Barbara Walters of attacking her while backstage at The View, honey. This says that while being featured on Thursday's episode on the Megyn and Kelly show, this says it still claims that Walters elbowed her and pushed her into a wall. I said, oh, I didn't know Barbara Walters was gangster like that. Now, this says that it was Barbara, okay? This says that Whoopi Goldberg and myself in the dark green room off to the side. This is what Steele is saying, the woman is saying. She says that I was probably about 4 feet away from the wall and the trash can. She says, and Barbara was standing over there in front of me. She says she just started to back up towards me and looked at me and got close and elbowed me and pushed me back into the wall and into the trash can. She says, I was like, what did she just do to me? She says that this 140-year-old woman just tried to like tackle me. Child. So she continues and says that some of the producers saw it. She said Whoopi Goldberg also saw it. And she said that Whoopi was like, come here. She says that, and says that she, tried to kind of calm her down. She says that she pulled me aside in her little area and she was like, don't let her do it. She says, and I'm like, I'm in a movie right now. She says that I'm one of the legends in this industry. So she just tried to beat me up. So this is what Steele is saying. But I'm just like, man, Barbara Walters is was like 90 something when she passed away. I don't know what the hell they were fighting about, but she decided to go and do an interview and talk about how Barbara Walters, honey, put the paws upon her. I said, child. She attacked you. Wait, what?
It was right after that segment with the Obama segment. And went in the back. And so it was Barbara, Whoopi, and myself in the dark green room off the side. It was probably about 4 feet from the wall and the trash can. And Barbara was standing over here in front of me. And she just started to back up towards me and looked at me and got close and elbowed me. And it pushed me back into the wall in the trash can. I was like, what did this just do to me? Like this 140-year-old woman just tried to like tackle me. What is happening right now? And some of the producers saw it. Whoopi saw it. And Whoopi was like, come here. And she was great. And she pulled me aside in her little area. And she's like, don't you let her do it. I'm like, am I in a movie right now? A legend, one of the legends in this industry just tried to beat me up.
You about Barbara Walters.
What do y'all think about that? I don't understand why she's talking about that now. Barbara Walters has been gone since like what, December the 30th she passed away. Like, girl, like you really, it's like you clout chasing now, sis. Like you ain't got nothing else to talk about. You sitting there doing a whole full-fledged interview and you're gonna reach all the way back and talk about the time that Barbara Walters put paws on you. Girl, goodbye. Moving on, child. Let me roll my eyes at her. All right. All right, so Faylin, honey, let's talk about her. Faylin, however you say her damn name, aka Simon Gubadia's ex-wife. Okay, y'all know Simon married Portia Williams, honey, from Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right, so as you guys know, she dumped her boyfriend Jalen Banks. Okay, the guy that was seen with her doing that she was seeing actually during her marriage to Simon. All right, Jalen was sneaking over there and messing around with Faylin, and old Simon says he saw him on the camera. So y'all know he had cameras all over his house. He saw Jalen sneaking up over there and messing around with Faylin. That's why he kicked Faylin out and they broke up, according to Simon. Now y'all know it's always two sides to every story, but that is what he is saying. Now, Faylin, honey, she done moved on. She done moved on to a much younger guy. And even, of course, had a baby with him, which is Jalen. All right, she moved on with Jalen and had a baby girl with Jalen. Now, like I said, they were also on the reality show on VH1 where they were showcasing their relationship. And Faylin even was telling him that she wanted to get married, even though their relationship wasn't great. She talked about how he didn't want to be intimate with her, and it was crazy how he didn't want to be home, like he actually was acting like he didn't even want to touch her. But it's crazy. So Faylin is saying that she and Jalen were actually sleeping in separate rooms for months, okay, after the show aired, okay, and she even says that she moved on to a new relationship, and once he found out, Jalen got very upset and became very physical with her, and that's when she said she knew that she had to go ahead and end the relationship officially with him, move out, get her daughter out of there, and be done with him. All right. So now she is dating R&B artist Pleasure P from the group Pretty Ricky. Did y'all know that? I said, girl, y'all know the group Pretty Ricky. What's the song? Ride With Me. Y'all know the song. Anywho, so she's dating this guy. And Jalen is very upset about that. Jalen did an interview saying that Faylin groomed him, which caused Faylin to go out here and get a t-shirt, honey, and put the groomer on the front, like she was trying to troll the hell out of him. So he's pissed off. She's denying that she ever groomed him. It's crazy. Them two, I don't think they should have been together. I think it was really just a sexual thing, and they got caught up in the moment, and she wound up getting pregnant, and then they just tried to figure out, okay, let's just try to make this thing work since we have a whole baby. But they were toxic from the start because she still had not healed from what happened with Simon. She was on the show still crying about Simon and asking Jalen to marry her. So she really wasn't over what she was going through with Simon, but it's looking like she wanted to have some companionship from someone, even if it meant Jalen, even though their relationship wasn't healthy. Okay, so now Jalen, honey, he is out here, says that he filed for full custody, all right, of their daughter, of he and Faylin's daughter. He wants full custody, and he does not want her to have anything to do with their child. He says that she's not stable enough to take care of their child, all right? So they're saying that Jalen has filed for full custody of their 1-year-old daughter with Faylin Pena. and says that that the news comes 6 months after the two announced their separation. All right, they were never married, but okay. So they're saying that Jalen says that he doesn't feel as though Faylin is in the right mental space for their child right now, and that he goes on to say that he is praying for her. Oh, I'm sure you are, and you praying for some child support too. So he is wanting to take the baby from Faylin because she chose to move on, and she announced her relationship with old guy from Pretty Ricky. What y'all think about that? I think that's just so effed up. I feel like he is upset because she don't want to be with him no more. I feel like as long as he was able to say that they were together and he could claim her and say that that was his girl, then he was cool with that. But now that she's moved on and she don't want to be with him no more, he's in his feelings. And I feel like that's just kind of effed up. I feel like he needs to move on and just let it be. I mean, shit, she don't want to be with you no more. She don't want to be with you no more. Now, this is him. This is Faylin hugged up with Pleasure P, and he's saying that I need more of you every moment. She seems to be in love. Here you go. Shout out to the Shade Room. That's her hugged up with Pleasure P. This picture was on the Shade Room, so I'm pretty sure Jalen, he saw that, and he's in his feelings because he's mad that Faylin has moved on so quickly with someone else. But I mean, you get them how you get them, you lose them how you get them. She was with somebody else when you started messing with her, and now she's decided to move on with somebody else, and you can't handle that, and now you want to take the baby because you're bitter. And that's usually how it is with these men sometimes. Now, I'm not saying that men cannot raise their kids, but sometimes it's under the worst reason. It's under bad reasons as to why they want to take the kids, not because they want to be this great father, but because you want to get back at the mom. And I don't agree with that at all. Okay, but move on, child. If that's what she loves, that's who she loves. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. I got a bunch of topics, y'all. Oh my god, I might have to do a pop in today. I'm trying not to have to do a pop in. Moving on. All right, so Dr. Heavily chimes in on Martel Holt, honey, not paying for Sheree's birthday dinner. All right, let's go ahead and play what she had to say.
And say, I'm having a birthday dinner for my wife, right? Do you freaking think that the Damon ain't gonna pay? Now, I don't know what y'all thinking, and y'all saying, hey, the women feel like they privileged and all of that and all this, that, and the other. The caliber of women that I deal with, people fighting over the check. Like when I go to dinner with Dr. Jackie, it's like, no, I got it, bitch. No, I got it. Because it's like, I want to pay. I don't understand it. I don't know, was it 50 people? Was it 10 people? Was it 5 people? Was it a whole lot of money? Because honestly, if my man called you up, he should pay. Or we could get a bucket of chicken. Because we can get a bucket of chicken and go to KFC and everybody good. But it's going to take me to a restaurant. I'm assuming it's a nice restaurant because of the problem with the money. It must have been a lot, right? I'm expecting that brother to pay. Am I wrong, somebody? If we're smart, right? And we want an LLC, a corporation, right? How can we write this dinner off? Dr. Heavenly University, how can we write it off? All we got to do is have a conversation with non-competing colleagues about my business ventures. For example, if I'm having a party for Sheree, and I invited a whole bunch of her friends, and I talked to them about my business. At this point now, this dinner is what? I sure hope I be spelling shit right. Tax deductible. That means you write it off dollar for dollar.
What y'all think about it? What y'all think about it? I've said it before. I feel like he should have paid for this damn dinner. I feel like he should have paid. You can't sit here and invite all these people to come to dinner, and they're coming under the expectation that they're invited to a party, and they get there and they're not getting their stuff is not being paid. I don't understand. I agree with her. You could have wrote it off if you had it like that. Now, Martel, he did respond. Let me read you guys what his response was, okay? Because y'all know he's trying to save face, even though Sheree tried to speak up and lie for him and save face as well. All right. Somebody said you keep my attention, Caramel. I appreciate it. I try to give you guys some great topics. All right, so let's go into what Martel had to say about this. Martel says, I didn't invite anyone. He says, I wasn't the host. I was invited like everyone else. Lies. He says that I brought a gift. He says, those were her friend girls, and some had their husbands and boyfriends. He says, Heavenly. Now he's speaking to Heavenly. This is what he's responding to with Heavenly because he's pissed that she said something about this dinner. He says, Heavenly, you said that your husband would have paid. He said, when I was married, I paid for dinners. And when I host dinners now, I pay as well. He says, it's not if I can pay it. It's the principle. He says, I paid for my dinner and Sheree's dinner. He said, I said, y'all can cash out me. Okay. Then he put a laughing emoji. He says, I've come to realize that extending a good gesture doesn't mean ish, because the main person, Sonia Richard Ross, he called her out. He said, because the main person, Sonia Richard Ross, who spoke about this situation, I just paid for her and her husband dinner when we casually met up a couple weeks prior to that. He says, so not doing things people expect of you or want you to do will bring out their true character. What do y'all think about that? Okay. He says that he paid for him and Sheree, that he didn't feel obligated to pay for the rest of them because he didn't invite him. He says that he was invited to this event as well. But Sheree came out and said that Martel reached out and invited everyone. So which one is it, Martel? Maybe you and Sheree need to have a conversation, because she's saying one thing and you're saying another. You're saying you were invited, but you were the person who invited the women to come. How convenient of you to sit here and make this long, detailed post about your feelings, and you paid for people when you were married. No, Mel paid for people when y'all were married. You ain't paid a damn thing, because we see now how your money's looking. You are not the breadwinner. You ain't have no bread. Hell, you ate all the bread. You ain't have no bread. Mel was the one doing all the paying, which we can see that now. You didn't have no money. Just say that. You were trying to flex. You were trying to fake flex and act like you were that dude, because you've been seen on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and now your ass done went over there to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you wanted to flex in front of these women, and everybody found out that you didn't have no freaking money. And Sheree was trying to save face, because y'all know she's embarrassed at the fact that Martel got called out because his ass was broke, and you making plans with no damn money. I keep saying broke people can't have millionaire conversations. Why the hell you inviting people if your ass ain't got no money? If you invite people for a birthday dinner, you are expected to carry the bill. That's just what it is. Now, if your ass paid for Sonia and her husband before, weeks prior, like you said in your post, all right? You said weeks prior that you paid for Sonia and her husband for a dinner. Sheree says, I just started dating Martel, so I don't feel that he's obligated to pay for a dinner since we just started dating. So why was he obligated to pay weeks before if he does not feel like he need to pay now? Well, I mean, what's going on with that? You were dating, you were even more newly dating then, weeks ago, prior to the birthday dinner. So if he paid weeks ago, then why he couldn't pay then? I'll wait. Why Martel couldn't pay then for this birthday dinner? You didn't have it. Just say it, Martel. Just say you didn't have it. We don't need a long post of your lies when you didn't sit and talk to Sheree first, because she's saying something completely different, sir. You didn't have the money. They say the dinner was $1,500. $1,500 for 18 people. I don't know what the hell they ate. They must have all had appetizers, because damn, the place that they went is expensive. That's about the amount that two people would pay going to Nobu. Nobu is a very expensive spot if you're going there to have a nice dinner. I don't know, like I said, maybe they ate some damn hors d'oeuvres or appetizers or whatever, but they said the bill, according to Sheree, came out to $1,500. So if you had the money to pay for you and Sheree, then you should have went ahead and said, you know what, guys, like Candy said, if Todd would have been there, if it would have been on Todd would have paid for everybody at the table. That's what Candy had to say. But Martel now wants to come and say he didn't feel obligated, because just like everybody else, he was invited when it was already announced by Sheree that Martel tried to surprise her to have a birthday dinner for her by inviting her friends. So Martel, you full of shit, and Sheree, so are you, okay? Just like you were full of shit in this past episode where you were saying that you didn't know that Bob had another daughter. I call bullshit, because how do your kids know this girl? Sheree stay lying, and I keep catching the lies with Sheree. How is it that your kids know about this side child that Bob allegedly had during the marriage, and you knew nothing about it? Do you not think that your children are going to come to you and say, hey, Mom, Bob got another daughter that you might need to know about? that was conceived during the marriage. Sheree is full of shit, and she stay creating a storyline, and that's all it was. Just like you did with Tyrone. Sat your ass up there at that restaurant outside in the freezer cold, took your ass, flew your ass out there to go see Tyrone after Tyrone done did a whole interview saying that he told you that he was on parole and could not meet you prior to you taking your ass there. But you needed a storyline so bad and sat up there and whipped up them tears so that your ass can get some sympathy when you knew he wasn't going to meet you. Sheree knew Tyrone was not going to meet her, but then you want to turn around and say, oh, I don't want to be with Tyrone no more. And, oh, he ain't good in bed. Well, he was good enough in bed for your ass to stay with him as long as you did. But then when you felt like you couldn't use him for a storyline no more, and your ass got, well, not even stood up because he wasn't going to be there in the first damn place. Now you done moved on with somebody else, and I said it yesterday. You done moved on with somebody else conveniently, showing up to Beyonce's concert all snuggled up and booed up with somebody else. Now Martel done put your ass on blast because you didn't give him his percentage. See the games of the back and forth? Now Martel mad and salty. The same person that you wanted to lie for you is now calling you out because you're doing to him what you do to everybody else and not pay. You don't pay your people, and now you ain't paying him. And he don't talk about that shit because Martel really need his money. He broke out here. He's still wearing them funky ass skunk loafers. Okay. Everybody's talking about how broke he is about this situation. And I know the women not lying about it. I know they ain't lying about it. He won't pay him for shit when he was with Mel, so he can stop that lie too. Martel, you can stop that lie too. You was running around telling everybody you was the breadwinner in the marriage, and your ass still ain't bounced back after almost 3 years of Mel dropping you. And you running around trying to act like you rich and that you that dude when you ain't. And it took you creating a damn dinner to put your own self on blast so everybody can see you full of shit out here. That's what it is. That's what it's giving me. Okay. Don't invite me nowhere. And it's understood that your ass gonna carry the check, and then you done looked at your account and saw, oh shit, I ain't got no money. And this is another thing. Let me say this while I'm talking about him. How in the hell do you have a party for your fake side piece? Because we already knew this relationship was fake. But you did not have no party for your own damn kids and or bring them a gift. But you out here done bought Sheree a whole purse. But you could not show up and bring your own kids a gift for their own party. You went to your kids' party and showed your ass and didn't even give Mel no money to say, here, put this towards the kids' birthday party. I know I ain't really supposed to be here. I know I ain't bring no gift, but here, put this $400-500 towards the kids' presents and the kids' birthday party. But you flew your ass down to Atlanta trying to be, Martel, as you always are, trying to prove a point, trying to piss Mel off, but now your ass is done backfired on you because this was almost around the same time. I said his ass is just so, Martel, you just trifling. You ain't got time to spend no money on your kids, but you bought an Alexander McQueen bag, allegedly, that Sheree said you bought her for her birthday. I see it in the chat. A bum. A bum. Mel said he ain't helped buy shit for the kids since they divorced. But you got time to take your ass to Atlanta in your broke down damn Uber truck and spend money on a biatch that ain't really your woman just to save face. And you still looking stupid. Stupid. You skipped out on your kids and told Mariah that you'll see her the next day so you could go give Sheree a fake ass Alexander McQueen bag for her birthday. Boy, bye. It's bums like that, okay? Martel, because quiet as kept, you was spending Mel money on your hoes when you were married. So please stop talking about what you paid for. You were dibbling dabbling up in her account, supporting your hoes. You moved Ariane to Huntsville on Mel's dime. And now that your ass is divorced, you ain't got 2 nickels to rub together, and we see who the breadwinner was. We see. We see. The only reason that your ass went to damn wherever the hell he went, out of the state, out of the country, was because of Fred. Fred paid for his broke ass to go to London because he ain't had the money. He ain't have money. Broke. And Sheree continues to fool with these stupid ass men who ain't, or clowns. Let's say clowns, because that sounds better. Sheree, you like to deal with these stupid ass, broke ass clowns. You should have stayed with Tyrone, like I said the other day, because Tyrone got money. Tyrone's still sitting on millions after spending all that time in prison. You should have stayed with Tyrone. But now you done burnt that bridge with Tyrone, and you're looking for the next man to take care of you because you don't know if your position on Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be promising next season, because you really don't have no storyline now that you and Martel done fell out. Now that you ain't gave him his 20% that you was supposed to pay him. So now you look for somebody else to give you a storyline for next season. That's all it is. And you're going to keep moving on to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, looking stupid as a 50-something-year-old woman with children that's grown, still choosing ain't shit men. I see it in the chat. No class. Absolutely none. No class whatsoever, honey. Let's move on, child. You ain't about to raise my blood pressure up in here with your lying ass. And Sheree sat there and lied right along with you. Kenya Moore, honey, continues to speak out and call out production as well as Bravo for cutting her scenes. Now, y'all know that this is the same thing that Nene Leakes did, okay? Which then she took it a little further and did a lawsuit. It's looking like it's a build up. Maybe it is something that's going on over there with Bravo and production over there as to where they're not treating their cast members fair in terms of them being filmed. And, you know, Kenya, she's in her feelings because she did not get a spinoff after it was made mention that Candy's show, Candy and the Gang, was going to get a second season after it was taken off the air because of low ratings. We talked about this prior. Kenya's still in her feelings about that, so she is calling out production. Let's go ahead and read what Kenya had to say. Kenya Moore, honey, from Real Housewives of Atlanta says that I wasn't invited, but I invited. She said I wasn't invited, but I invited to this, and I'm reading verbatim, but I was invited to the rebranding last minute storyline event, but I invited the entire cast to another event that I threw and all attended, but she said, but it was edited out of the show. So she's saying that certain scenes that she is filming is being edited out. So she's losing scenes, which y'all know that they get paid per scene. Every time they film, they get paid. So they're cutting her scenes, which is cutting her money, and she's in her feelings about that, okay? So they're saying, someone responded to her by saying that Kenya, Drew, and Candy not showing up to Marlo's event. But yet it's still being aired over Kenya's salon journey. So Kenya wanted them to film her opening up her salon, but they filmed it, but they didn't show it on the show. So they cut that scene, and she's upset about that. Okay. So Kenya goes on to say that I think it was edited out. # Real Housewives of Atlanta, despite having the entire cast there except one, and Miss Cynthia Bailey and Claudia Jordan, and it being my main storyline. So she's saying that her having this new salon is supposed to be like her main storyline for the season, but it was blocked out and or chopped from the show. Okay. So this other person chimed in by saying that I'm ready to see Kenya Moore hair spa next week, but they're saying that it's not going to be because her scenes are being cut. So this other person goes on to say that you filmed at Marlo's event, but not filmed Kenya's opening with her hair studio. They're asking Real Housewives of Atlanta why are they cutting Kenya's scene. So y'all know that Kenya was saying that her spot for next season may be very questionable, that she may not come back after. Y'all remember she did her interview with Carlos King. She did a sit down with him. She was saying that she may not come back because they're treating her wrong and cutting her scenes. And like I told y'all before, for a whole month, she worked at Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was not signed and she did not have a contract, but she had to put her foot down and let them know, hey, I'm not going to continue to work and be on you guys' show, and y'all don't give me a contract saying this is what you guys are going to pay me. Y'all want me to be here to help with the ratings, but y'all don't want to put me in a permanent spot, kind of like a temp person or a person that's, just coming on to, volunteer maybe. She was saying, nah, y'all can't continue to use me and have me boosting ratings and y'all don't pay me. So they finally hired her on, but now they're starting to cut her scenes, which is also something that Nene Leakes was saying happened to her as well when she was on the show. So she was saying that she was cut out of like so many episodes on the show, which also cut her money, when y'all know Nene was the highest paid housewife on the show. So now Kenya is pissed that she is getting that same treatment. And it's looking like it may be some truth to what Nene was saying now that Kenya is speaking out. But My thing is this: if you're planning to leave, you want to go ahead and make that exit, but you want to be careful how you do it. You got to be strategic, and you also have to be careful how you do it, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation to be like Nene to where you can't come back. Now she's wanting to come back. Nene is starting to see that the grass really isn't that green on the other side. She's saying that for the sake of the fans that she will be willing to come back to the show, but at the end of the day, we're already seeing that there's financial issues outside the show. Maybe that is why you want to come back. So yes, I see it in the chat. Exit gracefully. Don't call you call them out, but you got to be very careful doing that, because look at Nene. Look at Nene. Nene was able to get whatever she wanted on this show. She made friendships with the higher ups on the Bravo network, and baby, listen, they turned around and they turned on her ass. They don't want her back on the network, period. They're not trying to work with her. Andy Cohen and Nene was like that. He don't see it for her. He's already made a public announcement to say that Nene will never, ever be back on the show again. So Kenya, baby, I feel your pain. And the fact that they are cutting you from scenes and not allowing you to have a spinoff, which I don't feel is going to be watch-worthy. But at the end of the day, I feel your pain and how you're saying they're cutting you from scenes when you are used to getting so many scenes on a season. I get it. But there's a way you got to do it, because you don't want to stick your own foot up your ass. All right. This says, if Andy had not blackballed Nene, the grass would have been good. Well, she is blackballed. She's blackballed. She can't get no work. No, ain't nobody touching her. Nene is in the same place that Monique, comedian Monique was in when she started running her mouth. You people got to realize, when you start calling out these higher ups, they will stop your bag. You got to realize that shit. They will stop your bag when you start running your mouth. There's different ways that you can do this. And I think Kenya said that she sat down with Andy Cohen and production and the Bravo network to ask them about this network, and they pretty much shut her down and said, no, they don't see it for it. But then she's now upset and speaking out because they brought Candy and the gang back, which that show, like I said, they canceled it because of ratings. So she's not understanding why certain people are getting favoritism on the show and she's not. So now she's saying she may not come back. But I told y'all the other day, contracts for Real Housewives of Atlanta have already gone out because they've already filmed the reunion. So contracts have already gone out. We don't know if Kenya's already signed her contract for next season or not. I hope she has. If not, because Kenya, we haven't seen you in any other shows. And you don't want to put yourself in a situation to where you block yourself from working on other networks, okay? You're still dealing with this situation with Mark. You don't know how that's going to turn out. He's coming after your money. So if you lose your spot on this show, Mark is still coming for you. Don't stick your foot up your ass in this situation, okay? And I'm not saying fight, not to fight for what you feel is right in this. By all means, do that, but it's how you do it. It's how you do it. Nene took it a step further to try to sue them, but then when she realized that she really, went a little too far, maybe, then she retracted her lawsuit, but they were still like at that point, like, I don't give a hot damn if you retracted it. Your ass still not coming on the show. Yeah, go ahead and drop the lawsuit, but we are going to stand firm on the fact that we don't want you back on our show. And that's what it's given right now. So Kenya, baby, do what you feel you need to do. They're saying that a lot of the other women on the show are unhappy as well. Well, let them speak for themselves. If they're not speaking out, if they're not saying that I'm unhappy with what's going on the show and my treatment, don't mention them. Focus on your own issue at hand. You can't speak for somebody else. If they're not bold enough to speak up for themselves, and that's what Nene tried to say, well, everybody else was saying that they're not happy. Focus on you. If they are happy to stay in a situation where they're being treated like shit just to get a check, that's on them. I'm not about to speak on nobody else when my situation is shit and I need to get myself out of that mess. I'm not speaking up for you. If you happy in that spot, stay there. And that's all I gotta say about it. Moving on. Now I got a little correction, okay? We talked about yesterday about Mel and Martel will be in court this week. It is not today. It is this Thursday at 9:30 a.m. All right. 8:24. That is when they're going to be in court. They still have the same judge that they had when they had the court custody case. It will be in room 116. I said yesterday I wasn't going to tell it, but I will. Madison County Courthouse. All right. For those of you who want to be on your Black Titanic out here, shout out to her and pop up at the courthouse, because y'all know that's how y'all be trying to be child getting this tea. I hope Black Titanic be there so she can get the tea, honey. But Judge Allison S. Austin will be their judge, which is the same judge who was Melody and Martel's judge during their court custody case. Room 116 in the Madison County Courthouse. So Martel Lavora Holt, Melody Street Holt. I don't know why they still got her name as Holt when it's Rogers now. But yes, they will be in court this Thursday at 9:30 a.m. I was saying that maybe it has something to do with Mel trying to, maybe with the revenge P. We don't know yet because they didn't list what it was, but we'll keep our ear to the streets. I feel like it may be something to do with the kids being able to be shown on television. Okay, again, I think Melody's trying to overturn that, knowing that she has this new network, Nubian network, already in the works and things, you know, that she's doing behind the scenes. Maybe she wants to have something going on with the kids. I said before, maybe she wants to do a reality show, which I think that would be great for the kids and Mel. I would watch it. I think a lot of other people who love and adore Melody will probably watch the show, and it would be a success because she is always doing things. Okay. Somebody said, due to the kids. Yeah, I think that Mel is going to probably try to have that overturned because y'all know Kenya Moore had that done with Mark Daly. Mark Daly did that same mess with Kenya and did not want baby Brooklyn, her daughter, to film and be on national television. Now he's asking, can Brooklyn be on TV on a reality show? He's getting ready to film. So I think Melody is trying to have something maybe overturned. That the judge previously said that the kids could not be on there, which was Martel's request. He don't want them on social media, and he does not want them on the show, on any type of television show whatsoever. So I think Mel may be trying to have this overturned to allow the kids to film because they're a part of her storyline. They're her children, just like Kenya was saying. Her daughter is a part of her storyline as well. So I really hope that Melody is able to do that if that's what they're there for. If it's for the revenge P, that's even better because that's going to sit Martel's ass down as well as Ariane. They've already openly admitted to being a part of this revenge P thing. So if that's what it's about, because we do know that Melody Cherie did say that she was sitting with her management, Don Michelle, and they were also sitting with a very nice lawyer that's supposed to be representing her in this situation. So maybe we'll see that's what it is. I don't know. So whatever the case may be, hopefully Melody gets whatever she's asking for in this situation. Somebody said, sorry for my language. All right, y'all, let's keep it cute now. All right. So shout out to you, Mel, and prayers for you, dear, for this situation and having still going back and forth to court with Martel when your ass can be on vacation, enjoying your life, honey, because I ain't got time for that shit. Nobody want to be in court every damn day or every damn month. It's always some shit with Martel, and I will be so glad when Melody is completely done with him. Hopefully she gets this custody thing overturned, and she needs to put him on child support. I would. Martel needs to be on child support because you got money to do everything else. Your ass need to be on child support. And I get why she didn't make him do it because she didn't want them ties to him, but it's for the kids. Put that shit in an account, in a savings, and don't touch it. Let that shit keep growing. Every month his ass needs to pay money because if you got money to buy Alexander McQueen, bitch, and I said it before, you got money to spend on other women and be out here fake flossing and doing what you doing and spending money on Ariane and everybody else, making people think you got it when you don't. Your children come first. They didn't ask to be here. You have all of 6 children now. All your children you should be paying child support for. If you got money to do this, go here, go there, do this. Sell some of that fake ass land that Belinda signed for you. Because you ain't building nothing on it. You ain't got no builder's license. You ain't gonna pass the builder's license test. You done took the bitch about 87 times and then failed it 88 times. And I know that shit don't make no sense. But the 88 is for the time your ass is getting ready to take it. You don't pre-fail the bitch. How you pre-fail a test your ass ain't took yet? He just sorry. He needs to be on child support. Mel, if you're watching my channel, please put Martel on child support. He needs to be on child support. Take care of your damn kids. Moving on, child. Oh, got me on here hollering, child. Moving on. Oh, Lord. All right, so I got some rest in pieces. Let's do those. I should have did them first, but let's go ahead and knock that out. All right, so rest in peace, honey, to Ron Cephas, best known for his role in Paid in Full. All right, they're saying he was also in the movie or the show This Is Us. He passes away at age 66, okay? They're saying that it's been confirmed that actor Ron Cephas Jones has passed away today at age 66. They're saying that according to People magazine, and a representative for Ron Cephas said that in a statement that he passed away due to a long-standing pulmonary issue. This says that Ron Cephas is best known for his work on the film Paid in Full and the hit drama series This Is Us. Okay, for those of you who watched that, all right. They're saying that the representative statement continues saying that throughout the course of his career, his warmth, his beauty, his generosity, and kindness and heart were felt by anyone who had the good fortune of knowing him. All right, Ron's inner beauty and soul was evident to the huge audience from his multi-Emmy award-winning performance on the This Is Us. Ron Cephas is survived by his daughter, Jasmine Cephas Jones. Okay. Did anybody watch that show? Rest in peace to him. Okay. Rest in peace to him. Oh, that's so sad. I hate to see people pass away like that. He was 66 is not really that old either, to be exact. It's really not. Another person I want to go ahead and talk about. This is not a rest in peace. This is something that I wanted to actually talk about. And I think we talked about it before. Tiana Taylor, she officially announces, like I said, that she is set to portray Dionne Warwick in the upcoming biopic. And Dionne Warwick actually goes on to say that she is proud that Tiana Taylor is going to play her in the upcoming movie. She says that Tiana pretty much did her homework, and that she says that Tiana actually, she feels like Tiana knows more about her than she knows about herself. So that's just how much she's put herself into this role in playing Dionne Warwick. I think that's going to be a good movie because there's a lot of things that we really don't know about Dionne Warwick. I like music like that. I love stuff like that. I already told y'all. I watch Unsung and stuff like that. I love knowing how people's life was prior to them becoming who they are now. So let me go ahead and show you guys a picture. Shout out to Crown Nation. All right. She can totally nail this. That's Tiana Taylor. And that's Dionne Warwick with the white turtleneck on, okay? She is totally going to nail this. She looks so much like Dionne in this picture. Look at the bone structures with the cheeks, the nose area, the eyes, the slanted eyes. Tiana is totally going to nail this. Plus, she's a great actress. She's very multi-talented, okay? She is. I love me some Tiana Taylor. So shout out to her for being able to play this role for Dionne Warwick. I'm excited about it, okay? So as when they release the date as to when it will be premiering, I will definitely come back and let you guys know. They have not put out a date yet as to when it will be showing. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Ciao. All right. Who else I got? It's so much, Lord. Give me a second. I told y'all I had a bunch of topics today, y'all, and I'm trying to breeze right on through them. I'm trying to breeze through them, Lord. Give me a second. Next topic, Lord. All right. I saw LeBerick. Did I want to show that? We can't play the music. LeBerick Child was at the Jodeci concert, honey, getting his Jodeci on. Let's show that. LeBerick. Sing, LeBerick. We can't play it because it's music, guys. Destiny, baby, you fumbled the bag, all right? I just want to remind you. Look at LeBerick. He's singing Jodeci. He's at the Jodeci concert. He's singing, "Come and Talk to Me." Sing, LeBerick. Yes, honey. Destiny, you fumbled. All right. I just want to show that, Destiny, so you can see, girl, you fumbled. Somebody gonna snatch up your man, girl. Okay. Mm-hmm. Just a little petty side of me coming out, y'all. Sorry. You fumbled, Destiny. He fine too. So, girl, listen. I'm sorry, Destiny, but you fumbled, girl. All right, so moving on, honey. Tommy Lee, if you guys remember Tommy Lee from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she has been arrested in Miami on drug charges, okay? Yes, Tommy Lee has been arrested on drug charges. Let me show you guys a picture of her. For those of you who may have forgotten how she looks, this is Tommy Lee with her crazy self, okay? She was arrested, honey. Now, they're saying she was arrested according to the court docket. She was arrested for disorderly conduct, breach of peace, and drug charges, okay? They did not list what drugs she had on her, but child, it don't matter because it's enough for your ass to be locked up. She was at the Victory Lounge in Miami, Florida. And just like Marlo Hampton, honey, she has a lot of mugshots as well. Tommy been arrested a lot. This girl got a bunch of mugshots. If you look her up, she's probably got as many as Marlo Hampton from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. So yeah, they said that she even tried. Y'all remember she tried to run over Jocelyn Hernandez, okay? And she had Jocelyn scared. I've never known anybody to scare Jocelyn because y'all know Jocelyn's ass is crazy. But Tommy tried to run over Jocelyn Hernandez, okay? And she was actually charged for that as well when Jocelyn was with Stevie. Stevie. Y'all remember Stevie from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So her crazy ass is locked up, honey, for disorderly conduct, breach of peace, and drug charges in Miami, Florida. So shout out to you, honey, for your crazy ass out here acting crazy once a damn again. Somebody say I love Unsung too. I do. I love stuff like that. Documentaries, I love stuff like that. All right, so we're gonna get on to the next topic here. Dr. Heavenly, honey. Dr. Heavenly says that Married to Medicine's Phaedra Parks, honey, threatened to take her YouTube channel down. Okay, y'all know, honey, when y'all piss Phaedra off, baby, she is coming for your bag. So just know that. All right, yes, she's coming for your bag. Dr. Heavenly says that that Phaedra Parks, honey, threatened to take down her YouTube channel. We're gonna talk about it. All right. So they're saying that let's get to it. So they're saying that Dr. Heavenly has been opening up about the upcoming season. She also touched on what's going on with the cast. It says that things became very interesting when Heavenly got into it with Phaedra Parks. All right. I already knew the two of them were going to bump heads just because, for one, Heavenly don't like new people on the show. That's one. Any new person coming on the show, Heavenly is going to troll the hell out of them because she don't like new people. She's going to bully and troll the hell out of them. And Phaedra is no different. But the only thing with Phaedra is Phaedra has that quiet sneakiness about her to where she do shit to you and it be on the low. That's the only thing I don't like about Phaedra. But let's keep going. So they're saying while interacting with production, that Heavenly said, and how do we describe Phaedra Parks? She says, let's see, y'all know what y'all call her. She says, I ain't gonna say it because I don't want no problems with people. All right. She says that she's very connected and she already threatened to turn off my YouTube channel. Okay. She said, so I'm gonna leave the BITCH alone. So she called Phaedra the B word. So Heavenly continues by saying that, but don't come over here with that SHIT. She says that housewife bullshit. She said that you doing. She says that, baby, we too grown over here for that. Talking about the situation with Candy. So she says that she said, we see right through that bullshit. She says, and I'm going to go on and say that, am I wrong for speaking the truth? All right. This is what Heavenly is saying. Heavenly also said that Toya Bush Harris had an interesting way of describing Phaedra Parks as well after their run-in at Dr. Jackie's 60th birthday party, which I saw the video for that. It was very nice. So she says that I'm going to just go ahead and say it. She says that Toya says that Phaedra's messy ass, that she's a messy BITCH. She says that I ain't going to say it. She says that that's what Toya had to say. All right. So she says that recently that Heavenly told her supporters that Married to Medicine will return, of course, on November 5th. I told you guys that. It says that the show will likely air after new episodes of Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so Phaedra and Heavenly are already bumping heads. All right, and Phaedra, of course, Heavenly called her the B word and says that Phaedra actually came behind, tried to take her YouTube channel down because she spoke on her, and she said that Phaedra is very heavily connected. She knows a lot of people. You know, she's an attorney, so she knows how to kind of finagle and get through things and around things. So Phaedra, she's a piece of work, baby. If you ever piss her off, just know she gonna shut your shit that way. But y'all know that Phaedra was also accused of trying to block and stall Candy Burris' liquor license for her business, okay, whenever she got into it with Phaedra. And I talked about this before, how Phaedra came for Kenya and was talking to the actual person who was supposed to sign off on Candy's liquor license, and she had it stalled because of a situation that was going on between Candy and Phaedra. All right. So it's looking like I said, whenever you piss Phaedra off, that's what she results to, messing with your bag. And that right there is not good, because everybody don't take that on to calm down. All right. Now we all know Heavenly can be a little bully from time to time. She can. And the simple fact that she's messing with Phaedra could be her storyline. She could be building her storyline in an effort to be messing with Phaedra. But Phaedra is the type of person that will fight back in other ways in terms of shutting you down and ruining your damn reputation. Look at how she did Candy. All right. Which is why she's not on Real Housewives of Atlanta no more. Okay. But it's looking like Phaedra might have learned some stuff from damn Apollo, because y'all know his ass was nothing on but the fraud, honey. All right. She was married to Apollo. A whole lot of stuff she saw Apollo doing, she might have been, behind the scenes taking notes. Because it's looking like Phaedra is still out here on the bullshit when it comes to other people when they come for her. People should be able to speak on what they want to speak on, as long as they're not lying on you. I mean, but for you to come for somebody's bag, I think that's just team too much, damn Phaedra. Okay, I don't know why Phaedra is messing with people's money like that, but I think Heavenly, baby, calm it down. Leave her alone, because at the end of the day, she is going to come for your ass and try to shut you down, okay? Period. Like, period. Somebody said Phaedra, that could be retaliation. Yeah, it could be retaliation, but at the end of the day, sis, you leave people alone. Just leave people alone. All right. What else did I have? Yeah, we're not gonna do that topic, but that's all I have for you guys this morning. Oh my God, we are into an hour. Y'all got an hour of Car Chronicles this morning, honey. So yes, and yes. Thank you guys for being here again. Prayers for all of you that are involved in the Hurricane Hillary situation in California. All of my subscribers, I do know that some of you guys I've seen in the comments saying that you guys were in the California area. If you're living in that area, please be safe. Again, if you can get away from that area, evacuate, do that just for a while until this kind of dies down, because I don't want to see anybody going through being displaced or even losing your life. This is serious. And you guys have earthquakes on top of this. Tell me this ain't almost the end of the world when it's almost the end of the world. I mean, damn, it says it in the Bible that earthquakes in diverse places and y'all know, storms and all. Read your Bible. Read your Bible. For those of you that read your Bible, I don't want to get all biblical, but it does say it in the Bible that some of these things that's going to be happening, and that means that the time is not going to be too much longer. So make sure you guys are prayed up out here and that you guys are doing what you need to do, honey. Get God in your life. All right, get God in your life. Read your Bible so you guys will know when y'all see crazy stuff like this happening. Floods in California, like really? Earthquakes and stuff. When you know they have earthquakes anyway in California, but certain things are going on here, honey. That's just in the world. Y'all just pray. They're saying that it's another strand of the COVID virus that may be hitting as well. So you guys be safe with that as well. Hopefully you guys are vaccinated out there. I am. I went back and forth about if I wanted to be vaccinated, because I'm always so, careful with what I put in my body. But with all this stuff that's going on, guys, you got to be careful. If you're not vaccinated, you may want to look into doing that. And I'm not trying to tell somebody to do it, but just for the sake of being safe with this new strand of, the virus may be coming out again, you guys be safe on that. All right. As I get updates, I always like to update you guys as well. Okay. Thank y'all for being here. All right. Thank you guys for being here. As you guys see, we are on subscribers only mode, and that is to keep the trolls out of here. I've been seeing some stuff going on the internet. Of course, it is what it is. People can feel the way they want to feel. But as for me in my house, I will not partake in the bullshit. We grown over here. We are grown. Today is my anniversary officially. All right. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. I'm going to do what I need to do over here and be grown. We're not going to be going back and forth with people on the internet, because that's just not how I choose to live my life. We're grown. All right. As said before, I will come on here and do content. Somebody said COVID is still here. I believe it. I think that the government tell you what they want to tell you in terms of COVID not being here anymore, so that people don't be scared. But I still have my mask, and I'm probably gonna start back wearing the bitch, because I ain't got time to be getting sick. All right, bitch, I want to be using up their sick days because the government want to be out here lying. But back to what I was saying, we're grown over here. We're not gonna be, responding to negativity. So yes, that is why we are on subscribers mode only today. Only my subscribers get to come over here and get this tea and get the show and get my time. Okay, we got other people who be sitting in the bushes and starting shit. We ain't got time for that. If y'all ain't grown yet, I don't know what to tell you, baby. All right, this is a drama-free zone. And I'm going to say it again. This is a drama-free free zone. If you're coming over here on the bullshit, you got to go. Okay. I'm going to start blocking people that be on the mess. But thank you guys. I see the happy anniversary comments. I appreciate it. Today is officially my anniversary with my husband, honey. I love him down. Yes, I do. He spoils the shit out of me. I love him. We've been together for so damn long, y'all. We've been together for so long. When you start completing other people's completing the other person's sentences, okay. We were at dinner the other day at one of our favorite restaurants, just not to get off topic too much. And I was just sitting there just looking at my husband. And I was kind of giving him the eyes, and I was trying to, y'all remember we were talking about Sierra and Russell, how Sierra was saying how Russell be giving her the eyes. So I said, I'm gonna be on my little pity. And I was giving my husband the eyes at the table. He was like, why are you looking at me like that? I was like, I can't look at you. Like, I can't look at you. It was to the point to when I was like staring him down. Y'all, I was giving him the eyes to the point to where I think he was kind of feeling a little uncomfortable a little bit, because Caramel got a little freak in us, just a little bit. It's okay. And you can have that. You have to have that. You have to have that when you're married and you got a significant other, okay? So you gotta have that in your life. All right. So we are a lady in the streets out here, but y'all know, honey, y'all know. You gotta have that. You gotta have that. Your man, honey, you gotta have that. That's what keeps y'all together. It's a form of communication for those of y'all trying to be in my damn business. And yes, sometimes you gotta turn the ceiling fan on high. Okay, my ceiling fan will be on high all day today. So y'all stay out of my damn business. If I don't get to do a pop in today, my ceiling fan is on high. Okay. Somebody say you're keeping the fire burning. You got to. Okay, you got to keep the fire burning. You do. For those of you who are married out there, you've been married for a long time, or even if you've been married for a year, continue to love, continue to respect that person. If you've been with that day one for so long, stay with that day one. Ain't shit out there. It's nothing out there. Okay. Let me talk to y'all just for a minute. Somebody said, keep it spicy. Keep it spicy. Go in there and scramble the eggs with some thongs on. Am I helping somebody? Am I helping somebody in the chat today? Go scramble some eggs and put some cheese in the bitch with some thongs on. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to do that. Do things just because. Don't always be on a schedule with things. Okay? You got to have some spontaneity in that thing. All right? You do. You just do. It works. That's what works for me. I ain't trying to tell nobody how to run their marriage, but do what works for you. All right. Please hit that like button if you did not. Somebody said from Houston, Texas. Hey, from Houston, Texas. Put in the chat. Let me see where you guys are from right quick before we get out of here. Put in the chat where you're from, where you're from, where you're from. Can y'all rep where you're from right quick? Somebody said, yes, speak that word, caramel words. Yeah, you got to keep that spice in there, honey. You do. Don't be walking around with your head tied up all day. You ain't combed your damn hair all day and you wonder why your husband don't give you no compliments. And don't want to be nowhere with your ass. You got to do some stuff. And I ain't saying walk around with a full-fledged makeup like Tisha, out here looking like one of the white chicks, but fix yourself up sometimes. All right. Yeah. Fix yourself up. Look like something. All right. Remember how he got you, because he going out to work and there's competition out there. Them women out there, they got their lashes on, they got their hair done, everything done, hair done, nails done, everything done, and they come home and your ass still got the same damn head rag on that you had on this morning when his ass left. And you wonder why ain't no spice in your life. Y'all got to change that. Women, change that. Come on now. We can do better than that. I see you, Philly, Dallas, Texas, Midland, Texas. All right. Florida, St. Petersburg. I see you. Kentucky, Minnesota, St. Louis, New York City. All right. Pembroke Pines, Florida. All right. Yeah, St. Louis. I see a lot of St. Louis, Alabama. Okay. Huntsville. I might need to holler at you for some tea. Huntsville. All right. Delaware, Austin, Texas. All right. New York. Somebody said New York all day, every day, baby. I know that's right. I got family in New York. Houston, Texas, Michigan, I got family in North Carolina, Fort Bragg area. New York City, Harlem. All right, Harlem. I see a lot of New York. We got a lot of New Yorkers in the house. Yes, represent New York, New Jersey. I got family in Jersey. Sicklerville. Have y'all heard of Sicklerville, New Jersey? I have family in Sicklerville, New Jersey. Atlanta. Yes, I see Atlanta, Arkansas, San Diego. Be safe out there, San Diego. Okay. Yes. See another Houston, Texas. Yes, Houston. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all are from all over. All right. Somebody said Huntsville. Home Depot. Yes, they're at Home Depot now. Somebody said they're in Home Depot. Do y'all see is Kiki in there? Is Kiki in there? Do y'all see Kiki on aisle 4 in Home Depot? Somebody said it was in Home Depot in Huntsville. Is Kiki in there on aisle 3, child? Never mind. Let me leave that alone. See y'all being messy. All right. Somebody said married 32 years. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. 32 years. That's so impressive. I'm trying to get there. I ain't quite at 32, honey. I ain't at 32, but that's the goal. All right. New Orleans. I see you in the house. New Orleans, Hinesville, Georgia, Cleveland. Okay. Yes, New Orleans again. Illinois. I see you. Dallas. All right. Canada. Somebody said they're originally from Canada. All right. All right. NOLA. I see the NOLA in there. Yes. Right. It said Kiki would be owning Home Depot if they lied on her. Yeah, she said she's suing. We're gonna see. I see New York again. Miss Denise, they said there it is, life of a divorce, never been. Yeah, 44. Oh, that's impressive. 44 years. Yes, Miss Evelyn Lockhart. Hang in there, ma'am. Hang in there. Hold on, ma'am. Philadelphia. Yes, Mississippi, Flint, Michigan, Detroit. I see you. Fort Worth, Texas. All right. Somebody from Atlanta. Yes, Atlanta. I see another Atlanta. 39 years. Yes, ma'am. Mama V. Yes, ma'am. Hang in there, ma'am. Yes, DeSoto, Texas. I see you. Somebody said, I've been married 30 years. Yes, ma'am. Sac, Brazil. Yes, stay in there, ma'am. 32 years. Nita McMillan. Yes, ma'am. Said was married for 32 years. You're a widow, 10 years. Oh, I'm sorry. My condolences. But you hung in there, ma'am. 32 years. That's impressive. Yes, ma'am. Somebody said 30 years for me. All right, Linda Gamble. I see you out there. Hang on there now. 29 years. All right, Raging Cajun. Hang in there. That's a lot. 46 years. They stay there. Yes, ma'am. Desi Gilmore, LEB, thank you so much for the 29 years, baby. Yes. Funky Fort Worth. Yes. Somebody says, okay, let me get it now. Let's see. Married 36 years, together 40. That's what's up. Yes, yes, yes. Val B, happy anniversary. Whiteville, North Carolina. I know exactly where that is. Another Illinois. Thank you, Connie Brown. We're just doing a little chit chat right quick, guys. Thank you so much. Married 30 years, lovers and animals. Thank you so much, ma'am. Dallas, Texas. Say happy anniversary. Thank you, Mary White. I see Delroy Beach, Florida. Thank you. Let's see. Happy anniversary to you both. Thank you so much, Tony Hines. All right. I appreciate it, guys. Happy anniversary from Jacksonville, Florida. I know exactly where that is. Thank you. Living in Florida 3 years, but say from the boot. All right, Louisiana, married 17 years. Yes, KBR, hang in there, ma'am. That's still impressive too, honey. Nowadays, when people getting divorced after a year, 2 years, hang in there. That's that love right there. You know what you're doing at 14 years, at 17 years, at 44 years. I see another 44 years. Expressive. Congrats. Yes, honey. Karma girl. Yes, ma'am. Florida, I see you in the house. KBR says, KBR, come back to the boot. Tyra inviting you back, KBR. Come on back to the boot. All right. Chicago, I see you. Nashville, I see you. Another NOLA. Thank you so much, Iris Myers. All right. Yes, happy anniversary, says Queen Sunshine. All right. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Any more anniversaries? Anybody else been married a long time in the chat? You can put it in there. We'll shout you out, okay? Marriage is what you make it. Marriage is honorable, okay? God ordained marriage. Yes, Emperor Titius, 44 years. That's impressive, ma'am. Shout out to you, all right? It says be ready to choke him sometime because you're going to have those moments. You're going to have those moments where, oh my God, they said my parents were married 64 years. That's impressive. Yes, Miss LaTanya Gibson, all right? They said my first couple of years was the hardest ones, but it wasn't a honeymoon. Okay, but 14 years. Yes, okay. Yes. Somebody said 23 years in December. Hang in there, ma'am. 9 years, that's still good. Yes, hang in there. Okay. My parents were married for 50 years. Hang in there. That's that love thing. That's that love. When you've been married that long, you start to look like each other. They're going to get on your nerves. 13 years. I see you, Gloria Williams. Hang in there, ma'am. Yes, God. Hang in there. They're going to get on your nerves. My husband get on my nerves some days too, but I love the hell out of him. All right. I would not change him for nothing in this world. Okay. For real. You got to be friends first. Marriage, you got to be friends first. Friends and lovers. Lovers and friends, baby. Hang in there. Support that person. Talk. Pray together. Going on 15 years. Adele Williams. Yes, ma'am. Hang in there. Somebody said, I divorced a Martel Holt after 14 years. Yes, ma'am. Get out of it. Don't stand no mess. If it's mess, honey, God don't bless no mess. Get out of there. All right. Somebody said, I've been married 47 years, been together 54. You better do that damn thing. Yes, ma'am, Miss Dog Lady. You better do that, okay? Yes. Somebody said yes, that's an updated picture for my hubby and I with my custom-made dress. Yes, God. But yes, shout out to you guys for joining us. All right. And thank you guys so much for sharing your wedding as well. Somebody said you look beautiful. I appreciate it. All right. Somebody said, oh, Rell, That's me, honey. That's me. So yes, 41 years and counting. Yes, 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 Carolyn Mentor. Yes, ma'am. All right. Let's get on out of here, guys. All right. We have been here over an hour. It is so rare to get an hour of Car Chronicles, y'all. But thank y'all for being here. All right. Yes. Let's I don't know if I have time, guys, because like I said, today is my official anniversary. So yeah, you guys enjoy your day. If I have time to do a poppy, and I may. If I don't, please don't hold it to me, okay? Love you guys. I see somebody else from Virginia. You guys still putting your location. I appreciate it, okay? And you guys continue to keep loving. For those of you that are married out there, hold on to your husband, honey, or your wife. Y'all stay safe out there. Continue to love, pray together. A family that prays together stays together, okay? In all seriousness, all right? Yeah, somebody said, girl, the ceiling fan is waiting. Baby, the ceiling fan is already on. All right. Y'all get out my business. KB, y'all said the ceiling fan is on. Baby, the ceiling fan been on since last night. All right. I probably don't blew up the motor in that bitch. But it's on, honey, and it's on high. Yes, it is. All right. Let's get out of here. Love you guys all the way that way. Thank you, Maz, for doing such a great job of keeping the trolling down, okay? And thank you for any content creators that joined us, that subscribed to me as well. All right. Love you guys all the way down and enjoy your day. All right. And goodbye.